Hey everybody, it's me, John Ward, and I am back with another Dark Park Film Reviews. And today we are going to be taking a look at a purchase that I did from Arrow USA, and because there is Arrow UK, and they had a Valentine's Day sale, and I was hoping that I would have received this package the week of Valentine's Day, but for some reason it took a while, and I only ordered two things. But it is here, and today is Tuesday, the 28th. So I think I'm okay. I think I'm still in time. It's still February. So what we're going to look at is the two things that I purchased. One's a box set, and then one's just a single movie. But I'm also going to show you two other purchases I have. I think I've only owned four things from Arrow. That's two box sets and then just like two single Blu-rays. So I thought I would share with you what I purchased and then the two others that I bought in the past. So this is the box that it came in. So let's take a look. So the first thing is, well, let's look at the single film first, and then we'll do the box set. So I'm a huge fan of this series, and I'm looking forward to the new movie coming out, I believe, March 3rd. Another remake, reboot, I guess, and that's of Children of the Corn. And I own all the Children of the Corn movies. I've seen them all many times. And so I picked this one up, and it was pretty cheap, actually, on their sale. And it's the original Children of the Corn. I already own this on Blu-ray, and but I wanted to get this because it just has a ton of extras. So so many that I can't even. It would just take too long to go through them all. I mean, I'll read off some of the stuff here. Brand new 2K restoration from the original camera negative. High definition Blu-ray 1080p presentation. There's brand new audio commentary with a horror journalist and a historian of Children of the Corn. There's also audio commentary with the director, the producer, and two of the Children of the Corn, which would be John Franklin and Courtney Gaines. Harvesting Horror retrospective documentary featuring interviews with the director and also John Franklin, Courtney Gaines. It was the 80s, an interview with actress Linda Hamilton. And A Child Shall Lead Them, a brand new interview with two more of the actors. Field of Nightmares, a brand new interview with the writer. Stephen King on a Shoestring, an interview with one of the producers. Welcome to Gatlin, the Sights and Sounds of Children of the Corn, interview with the production designer and composer. Return to Gatlin, a look back at the iconic filming locations in Iowa with host John Sullivan. Cut from the Cornfield, an interview with one of the actors and with one of the actors on the famous Lost Blue Man scene. So I'm guessing that's the Blue Man is the cop, the skeleton that has the cop uniform on it, and it's already like crucified up there. So maybe this is the actor that played that character, because it's saying here a lost scene. Disciples of the Crow, 1983 short film adaptation of Stephen King's story. This is pretty good. You can also find it on YouTube. That's where I originally saw it. And it's called Disciples of the Crow because this was originally a dollar baby that you could get from Stephen King. But they purchased, they did the dollar baby thing with Stephen King. They went out to make Children of the Corn as a short story or short film. And all of a sudden, the movie Children of the Corn popped up. And they couldn't call it Children of the Corn anymore, so they have to call it Disciples of the Crow. storyboard gallery, theatrical, the original theatrical trailer, reversible sleeve featuring the original and newly commissioned, featuring original and newly commissioned artwork by Gary Pullen. So it's 92 minutes. It's R. Let's see here. So that's this one I am excited about. So I've enjoyed all the Children of the Corn films. I'm a big fan of the series. At one point, I even tried writing one. It basically just got through the outline stage, and that was about it. Nobody was going to be looking at it anyways. But the new one, it looks like they gender swap our two main leads. So basically, Isaac and Malachi. Looks like maybe they have different names, but yeah, the Isaac is now kind of like an evil looking Wednesday type girl, and then she's got like a really tall girl next to her who I'm guessing is supposed to be Malachi. It's in the trailer, but that should be interesting because I'm not a huge fan when they change things like that. But since we've already had like 12 Children of the Corn movies, I guess why not? Let's see if they can do something different. But yeah, here's it's a lot of special features right in here. And here's our inside. Got a Malachi screaming there. This is The Party Doesn't End When Your Disc Does. Discover a new world of wild and weird, hours of extras and brand new exclusives only on Arrow. So I guess you scan that, and then it gives you more stuff. It's a cool drawing. 5 Sholin Masters, but I don't know what I'm assuming that's a film. I don't know what that is. But so here's it without the card in it. And then we got the reversible art with the original poster. I remember seeing this in the theater when it originally came out. I think I saw it maybe twice. And then down the road they released part 2 in the theater, and then I saw that at least once. And I think from there on out they were just all direct to video, and back then it was all VHS, I think, all the way up until the end, until they started doing them like every few years and stuff. Then it ended up being on DVD and then Blu-ray. So very, very happy with this. That back in there. And the next one in here. So that's the first one that I purchased off the sale. And now the second one is a box set, and I've wanted to get this for a while, but it's always been pricey. So I'm glad that they had it on sale. And it's called the Cold War Creatures 4 films from Sam Katzman. And here's its side. Got its back. And this has disc 1 is Creature with the Atom Brain. Disc 2 is The Werewolf. Disc 3 is Zombies of Moratai. And one of my all-time favorite B movies, The Giant Claw, the giant turkey vulture. These just have also just like a lot of special features. So it says special edition contents. So high definition Blu-ray 1080p, presentations of all 4 films, original on uncompressed mono audio for all films. Reversible sleeves featuring original and newly commissioned artwork for each film by Matt Griffin. So let's quickly go through what you have on these. So there is an Creature with the Atomic Brain, introduction by a historian and a critic. That's Kim Newman. There's audio commentary by critic Russell Dyball. And then Sam Kinison, Before and Beyond the Cold War Creatures, a feature-length illustrated presentation on the life, career, and films of Sam Katzman, by historian and critic Stephen R. Bissett. Condensed Super 8mm version of Creature with the Atomic Brain, produced for home cinema viewing, theatrical trailer and image gallery. So I wonder if these condensed Super 8mm versions of the film, they used to have back in the day, and I remember when I was a kid, you could buy out of magazines these little Super 8mm like film rolls, and you'd have your projector set up, and it'd basically be like the movie in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however long they were. And you could order a lot of these, actually, Godzilla, Frankenstein, all that type of stuff. And you would just get them from like Famous Monsters magazine and stuff. And for a while, that's how if you didn't catch it on TV, during like Creature features or Sinister Cinema or something, that was the only way of seeing it, because they didn't obviously have streaming. They didn't have VHS, yet. When I was a kid, VHS really didn't kind of roll around for me until I think it was probably like the 80s. So that's everything that's on Creature with the Atom Brain, which is another one I really like. Disc 2 is The Werewolf, and that's introduction by historian and critic Kim Newman. Audio commentary by critic Lee Gambin. Beyond Window Dressing, a visual essay exploring the oft overlooked role of women in the films of Sam Katzman, by historian and critic Alexandria Heller Nicholas. Condensed Super 8mm version of The Werewolf, produced for home cinema viewing, theatrical trailer and image gallery. The Zombies of Moratai, might be Tay, Moratai, maybe. Introduction by historian and film critic Kim Newman. Audio commentary by critic Kat Engler. Atomic Terror, genre in transformation, a visual essay exploring the intersection of mythical horror creatures and the rational world of science in the films of Sam Katzman, by critic Josh Hurtado. Theatrical trailer and image gallery. And then Giant Claw, introduction by historian and film critic Kim Newman. Audio commentary by critics Emma Westwood and Creasy Howard. Family Endangerment, a visual essay examining the theme of Cold War propaganda in Sam Katzman monster movies, by critic Mike White. Condensed Super 8mm version of The Giant Claw, produced for home cinema viewing, theatrical trailer and image gallery. It says full HD 1080p. These are not rated. Looks like they run 69 minutes, 79 minutes, 70 minutes, and 75. They're all black and white. So let's take a look. Yeah, up on the top here, it says Zombies, Werewolves, Atomic Mutation, Intergalactic. I think it's supposed to say aliens, but it says avians. I don't know what avians is, but maybe it's supposed to say aliens. I'm not sure. Let this quartet of classic terrors take you back to the golden age of B movie monsters. So let's see inside here. And let's go. Okay, so here's Creature with the Atom Brain. And then we got its side, the back. He comes from beyond the grave. Here's a listing of all the special features that are on here. We already went through those. So let's take a look inside. Good looking DVD. I like that. They did like a good font on there. And then we get the original poster on there. So that's cool. Okay, and then put this like this. There we go. Then the next one is the werewolf. The only thing I wish though is this picture is different from this picture. As I'm sure they probably could have found something online, just Google the werewolf and probably some picture would have come up, but not that important. It says the horror of all mankind terrifies the screen. And here's all of its special features here. And I'm getting more into Arrow, but just a lot of this stuff is so expensive that I have to wait till they do specials, or I could find them maybe like used on eBay. I don't make a lot of money. The next one is the Zombies of Mora Tai or Tay. Probably Tay, maybe Tai. Yeah, see, I like the art, but they just could have done something different. Like put a lobby card in here or something like that, or something. I mean, to me, it's just it looks good, but it's kind of boring. There's all of its special features. It says supernatural undersea thrills. Now, these are produced by Sam Katzman. He did not direct these. Yeah. So yeah, but see, like here's a lobby card right here. So why not do that back here? They could maybe, I mean, yeah, because it's not the same thing. It's different. So they could have just done this and then just found maybe like a different lobby card to put here. So I don't know. It's a nitpick. I'm just happy these type of films are being preserved, by these companies. Then the last one is the Giant Claw. Man, do I love this movie. As a kid, it actually scared me. The Giant Claw, the turkey vulture in this, even though it's just a giant marionette. And Mystery Science Theater does a pretty good episode on it. It actually kind of scared me as a kid because it's creepy looking. And it says here, flying beast out of prehistoric skies. And we got all the stuff right here, all of its special features. Yeah. Poster, lobby card. Okay, so that's it for that box set of Cold War creatures, 4 films from Sam Katzman. And now let's get them back in their box here. Should be in the correct order. Yeah. No, they do look good. These guys do a Arrow does a good job. I love that these companies do these type of films because it's great for younger people. I'm 55, so I was watching this stuff when I was like 10 years old, 12 years old, and now it's great that just even if you're in your 20s, you probably wouldn't have seen these films, and it's great that they're just being preserved. I love that. So now the next one, this was a previous order. They had a sale last year, maybe, and I bought this. I've been collecting all of the like 1980s slasher movies, and this is one that I picked up, The Mutilator, which is also known as Fall Break. And I recently rewatched this one, and it still kind of holds up. Let's see if it gives a 1984 is when this came out. 86 minutes, color. It's not rated, so this is the unrated version of it, and it says by sword, by pick, by axe, by. Written, produced, and directed by Buddy Cooper. And that's a great poster. I remember seeing this poster, and then also there were 2 versions of it on VHS when it originally came out. One was rated and one was R rated, and well, rated R and then unrated. And the boxes were different colors. Like the rated one had like a white box with this poster on it, and then the unrated one, I think it was black. And this has a bunch of stuff on it too. So um yeah, it was originally released as Fall Break. And the song at the beginning of the movie is called Fall Break. They keep saying Fall Break in it, which is something that you can listen to on YouTube. There's somebody ripped the song, and I downloaded it and I made myself a like a soundtrack of just slasher movie songs, and I put it in there. But so this is the director approved special edition contents, and we'll quickly go through this. So brand new 2K restoration of the unrated version from the original vault materials. It's the high definition Blu-ray 1080p and standard definition DVD presentations. Introduction to the film with writer-director Buddy Cooper and assistant special effects makeup artist and assistant director Edmund Farrell. Audio commentary with Cooper and Farrell, and co-director John Douglas and star Matt Mittler. Audio commentary with Buddy Cooper and star Ruth Martinez. Oh, Turturro. Oh, she's got 3 names on here. Ruth, yeah. Fall Breakers, the story of the Mutilator. Brand new feature-length documentary on the making of the splatter classic, featuring interviews with Cooper, Douglas, Farrell, Mittler, actors Bill Hitchcock, Jack Chatham, and more. Mutilator Memories, special effects artist Mark Shostrom, who also worked on Evil Dead 2. What else did I list him for in there? Videodrome. So the effects are really good in this. Looks back on one of his earliest projects. Tunes for the Dunes. Composer Michael Menard reveals how the Mutilator's unique score was created, behind the scenes reel, screen tests, alternate opening titles, which probably say Fall Break, trailers and TV spots, Fall Break theme song, original and instrumental versions, opening sequence storyboards, motion stills gallery, original Fall Break screenplay, which is a BD DVD ROM content, reversible sleeve featuring 2 original artworks. So I mean, just all these companies that just get, I mean, as much stuff as they can. It's so great. I mean, you just would not think that a film called The Mutilator would just be preserved, and especially from like a good company like Arrow, when you have like, Vinegar Syndrome and Scream Factory and I mean, just all these other make flicks now. I mean, all these companies are now just preserving all these movies. It's so great. And then here's its. So this is Blu-ray and then DVD. And would have been nice to maybe have a different picture. But okay. I know. Nitpicking, but these are details that I look at. So here's, and then we have Fall Break. Yeah, I like the title The Mutilator better. Like this poster better with the hook. Takes place by the ocean at like at a beach house. So it's got some great locations. Probably one of the few slasher movies that does take place, like on the beach. I know there's some where, beaches are in it, stuff like Silent Scream, but this is an actual like beach house that's right on the beach. So that's The Mutilator. And then one that I bought also a little while ago is, and once again, I love these box sets, is He Came from the Swamp, the William Griffey collection. And what's cool about this is on YouTube, there is a channel and it's called like Fanboy Flicks. And its other title is Weird Movies with Mike. And he bought this and he's slowly, over time, he's been going through these movies. So, which is cool. So you could, check him out and also watch this at the same time to get some additional information. Great box cover. It's really nice. And so the films that are here, there's 7 feature films plus a full-length documentary. So you get a total of 8 movies. And I don't think. So take a look here. Start. We'll do the same. Yeah. Okay. So here we have. Oh, so it looks like it's 2 films. Yeah, 2 films per disc. So this is Sting of Death, and which is about a guy that's a giant stingray, and it's plus Death Curse of Tartu. It's so double featured together. And says filmed deep in the Florida Everglades. This is horror. And the 80 minutes and 88 minutes. I'm not seeing a rating, so maybe these are not rated. Let's see, 2K restorations for both feature films from the original film elements, high definition Blu-ray 1080p presentations, original uncompressed mono audio. It's got subtitles, archival audio commentaries for both films from with director William Griffey and filmmaker Frank Hen and Lauter. He did like Basket Case 1, 2, and 3, Frankenhooker, Brain Damage. Introduction to the films with William Griffey. Beyond the Movie, Monsters A Go-Go, a look into the history of rock and roll monster movies with author, historian, C. Courtney Joyner. Okay. He did a fair amount of full moon movies. And Transfers 3 being one of my favorite ones. And he's done other stuff too. I think he started off as a writer, and then he turned into also a writer-director. And then The Curious Case of Dr. Tarahoof, Spook Show Extraordinaire, a ghoulish look into the early Spook Show days with monster maker Frank Hobart. Original trailers, reversible sleeve with newly commissioned art by the Twins of Evil. All right, well, let's take a look at that. So that's our... And it's got the 5 Sholins of MasterCard in here. And I got that. So... And... Oh, so it's got Death Curse of Tartu, or Tartui. I think it's Tartu. On that side. And then... And it says, yeah, plus Sting of Death double feature up here. So you can... I guess it just depends on which one you like. So they're probably all that way. Okay. All right. And then the next one here is The Hooked Generation. And it says plus the Psychedelic Priest double feature. So on the case here, yeah, because it shows all the movies here. So that's, Sting of Death, The Hooked Generation, The Naked Zoo, Whiskey Mountain, Death Curse of Tartu, The Psychic Priest, Mako, Jaws of Death, and then the documentary, which is one of the reasons why I got this, They Came from the Swamp. And so far on that Weird Movies with Mike, I believe he's done Sting of Death and The Psychedelic Priest. And I didn't really go into this on here. On the back here, it does list, it shows all the covers. So Sheer Terror. It says Killer Sharks, Human Jellyfish, and Living Mummies. Oh my. Arrow Video is proud to present the first ever collection of the works of William Wild Bill Griffey, the maverick filmmaker who braved the deep, dark depths of the Florida Everglades to deliver some of the most outrageous exploitation fare ever to go-go dance its way across drive-in screens. And says down here it's got like a plus. Hours of bonus content to wade through, including brand new introductions to the films and feature-length audio commentaries with director William Griffey. Let's see, new featurettes and host of archival content, including trailers, still galleries, and much, much more. Reversible sleeves featuring newly commissioned artwork for each film by the Twins of Evil. And so here we have Sting of Death, Death Curse of Tartu, the Hooked Connection, The Psychedelic Priest, Naked Zoo, Mako, Jaws of Death, Jaws of Death, Whiskey Mountain, and then They Came from the Swamps. They Came from the Swamp. And it says the films of William Griffey. So they put a lot of detail into this. So, like I said, the Hooked Connection with the Psychedelic Priest double feature. And it says betrayal, depraved, and sadistic. Special edition contents, 2K restoration of both films from the original film elements, high definition Blu-ray 1080p presentations, original uncompressed mono audio, optional English subtitles, archival audio commentaries for both films from director William Griffey and filmmaker Frank Henenlotter. Introduction to the films with William Griffey. Beyond the movie, that's Drugsploitation, a look inside the countercultural films that inspired the Hooked generation, with author, film historian Chris. Oh God, I'm not even gonna Chris. Yeah, Pogue. I have no idea how to pronounce his last name. I'm sorry, Chris P. We'll call him. Beyond the movie, the ultimate road trip, the story behind the psychedelic priest, also with Chris P. The Hooked generation behind the scenes footage, the Hooked generation still gallery, and then reversible sleeve from with newly commissioned art by the Twins of Evil. And then this is a 94 minutes and 81 minutes, and not seeing a rating. Full HD 1080. So take a look inside. And so we got that, the Hooked Connection, and then on this side, the Psychedelic Priest. And up here it says plus Hooked Generation double feature. So that's pretty cool. And if you like one over the other. I mentioned in another video that I don't use the reverse side because I don't want to crease, you know, the insert here. I just leave it as is. And then the next one is the Naked Zoo. And that has plus Mako, the Jaws of Death double feature, or Mako Jaws of Death, Mako Jaws of Death double feature. And the Wicked Games Young Swingers Play. So some of the stuff is the same as the other ones. So this is, oh wait, do you get two versions of one of the films? Okay, let's see here. Special edition contents, 2K restoration of both films from the original negative, high definition Blu-ray, 1080p presentations, original uncompressed mono audio, optional English subtitles, audio commentaries for both films from director William Griffey, introductions to the films with William Griffey. Okay, so here, William Griffey's original 92-minute director's cut of the Naked Zoo, painstakingly reassembled from various source elements. Oh, wow. Alternate version of the Naked Zoo as re-edited by its original theatrical distributor, featuring added gratuitous nudity and a performance by blues rockers Canned Heat. Oh, yeah, I've heard of them. 100% non-director approved, with an exclamation point at the end. Beyond the movie, that's Sharksploitation, a deep dive into the history of shark films with author and film journalist Michael Gingold. The Aquamade speaks in audio commentary with Mako actress Jennifer Bishop, Sharks, Stalkers, and Sasquatch, and audio commentary with Mako writer Robert Morgan. Mako Super 8 digest version. So I'm wondering if that's another, like, just a different way of saying that the Super 8 version of it. Original Mako original trailers and promos and still galleries, reversible sleeve and newly commissioned art by the Twins of Evil. So the running times we have on this are 92, 87, and 86. Wow. So you get 3 movies on here. That I did not know. So you got this one here. But you know, if you like Mako Jaws of Death better, you got this one right here. And right up here, that's where it's got the Naked Zoo double feature with a little arrow on it. Okay. Man, I got to buy myself some more Arrow stuff. You guys do a great job. Okay, and then the last one is Whiskey Mountain. And it comes with the plus. They Came from the Swamp double feature. And this one says, beyond the song and the legend, a search for treasure turns to terror. Oh, Christopher George is in Whiskey Mountain. So Whiskey Mountain is was inspired by Deliverance. And then They Came from the Swamp, the films of William Griffey. It's the definitive documentary on the filmmaker's career. Yeah, Whiskey Mountain's got Christopher George. Love Christopher George. The last film that he did is Mortuary, which has that great trailer that has nothing to do with the movie, that has Michael Berryman being sucked down into a grave. But it's also one of Bill Paxton's first movies. So let's see, special edition contents. So like I said, a lot of this stuff is kind of the same. So let's see, 2K restoration of Whiskey Mountain from the original film elements, extended cut of They Came from the Swamp, the films of William Griffey, high definition Blu-ray 1080p presentations, original uncompressed mono audio for Whiskey Mountain, and uncompressed stereo audio for They Came from the Swamp, optional English subtitles, audio commentary for Whiskey Mountain with director William Griffey, introduction to Whiskey Mountain with William Griffey, the Crown Jewels featurette on independent film studio and distribution company Crown International Pictures. Oh, Crown International was awesome. I have a whole, I'd grab it out if I could reach it. I have a whole collection of their movies, and it has like Trip with the Teacher, and one of my favorites, The Hearse. It's all Crown International. I forget who brings out these collections, but they also did ones like with like sex comedies of the 80s, like Weekend Pass. They've done a few collections from Crown International that are definitely worth picking up. But I grabbed the one with The Hearse because I love The Hearse. So I'll have to watch that. William Griefe's short, Bacardi and Coke Bonanza. That's from 1981. On Location, Griefey in Miami, an archival tour of filming locations with director William Griefey. Whiskey Mountain trailer and promo gallery. They Came from the Swamp, deleted scenes. Bonus exploitation trailer gallery. Reversible sleeve with newly commissioned Whiskey Mountain art by the Twins of Evil, and original They Came from the Swamp art. So it looks like Whiskey Mountain is 90 minutes. Oh, wow. And They Came from the Swamp is 127 minutes. Okay. So looks like the Whiskey Mountain one. And then there's for the documentary, They Came from the Swamp. And then right up here is where it's got the little arrow that says plus Whiskey Mountain double feature. Really need to watch this. Really need to watch this. Like I say, it's one of the reasons why I bought the box set. So okay, that's everything. So let's get this stuff back in its box. Okay, so let's recap. So we just got done looking at He Came from the Swamp, the William Griefey collection, and you get a total of 8 films on this. Definitely worth picking up. Then The Mutilator, also known as Fall Break. So, and then brand new to me, Cold War Creatures, 4 films from Sam Katzman. And also new to me, the original Children of the Corn Arrow Blu-ray with a bunch of stuff added onto, a bunch of special features. So, all right, cool. All right, well, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you watching. I really do. Please like, subscribe, comment if you would like. Share, do all that great stuff. I would appreciate it. I've noticed that there's a couple new subscribers, so thank you very much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And I'm slowly getting together my short film for Delete, and also AXEMAS 3 and 4. Sorry that it's been taking so long, but it will get there. And I guess that's it. So thank you, and have a good one. And hey, be kind to each other and watch horror movies.